Hi, this is Eternally Erica. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I just want to do a quick shout out to my brother Zane, who made me these tarot displays, the sun and the moon. He surprised me with these yesterday. They also light up. And so I may actually be putting these on the wall right here so I could have them in videos. But for now, they're on my fireplace. But I absolutely love those. That was such a nice, thoughtful, creative gift. He's the same one that did my fairy tattoo and many tattoos for me. Actually, that is my 11th tattoo. So I thought that was pretty cool that I got a spiritual little fairy for my 11th tattoo. So that's like divine feminine, divine masculine energy right there. Good luck vibes with the fairy. All right, so let's see what comes out in the cards today. We're just going to do a general reading. Queen of Chilies. So someone is very attractive right now, or somebody finds you very attractive. So that's a very confident energy. You know, she has like the pink lips, the teal eyeshadow, green eyes. So maybe those are significant to somebody. Okay. Knight of Cactus. So this is a slow but steady offer. So this could be like a business offer coming in. Or it could be a love offer. It depends on, it could be a solid love offer if that's what you're looking for. So you just put it where it resonates. If you're starting a new business, it could be a business partner coming in, or it could be a romantic partner. Let's see what else comes out so we could further get more information. Okay, 10 of Chilies. So this is a lot of heavy burdens right now. But after you hit this burden point, usually you do get like a new beginning. So, you know, after you do the 10 of, you know, this is a 10 of Wands energy. So after the 10 of Wands comes the new beginning. All right, but now we have 9 of Daggers. So that is anxiety, sleepless nights. Somebody's having a lot of trouble sleeping. So let's see what else comes out. Page of Daggers. So this is like a small offer of clarity coming in. It could be like a message. That's also air sign energy. Now we have King of Chilies, which fell out right underneath Queen of Chilies. So this is a very mirrored energy. So this could be, you know, counterparts both in the same energy right now, both being very confident, very attractive. It's also fire sign energies. So, you know, you or someone you're dealing with could be fire signs. Whoa. I have a card that is flipped up in here, and it is, of course, Ace of Cactuses. So this is, or Ace of Cactus. So this is a solid offer coming in. This is like full money abundance. Okay, I have to cover this. But this is 9 of Cactus. So this is someone maybe in like a very abundant single energy right now. And with that, you're 1 pentacle away from being 10 of Pentacles. So that is severely abundant, attractive. Okay, now we have Page of Chilies. So maybe somebody was coming in originally with a very like immature sexual energy. So that's possible because, you know, they were single. So that could be it too, is maybe somebody is, you know, trying to stay single while they're getting their money up. And they're coming in with like immature, just offering like sexual energy right now because they're getting their money up. Queen of Jugs. So that is very emotional fulfillment. So the vibe I'm getting is maybe somebody was coming in with an immature sexual energy while you were wanting something more solid, more emotional. But it does look like that is going to be coming in because we have the Magician. So this is like manifesting you and your counterpart, or one of you, whatever may be, manifesting a situation. But it looks like a lot of like money energy mostly coming out. So it looks like people are aiming more for getting their finances up right now, focusing on their self-love, probably with the, you know, you're doing a lot of self-care, you're making sure that you're attractive, you're getting your money up. We have 10 of Daggers reversed. So that is, you had a harsh ending with somebody, but now it's like you're in a new beginning phase. Queen of Cactus. So you're definitely getting your money up. You're worried about your finances. 3 of Daggers. So somebody had a lot of, whether that be you or somebody you're dealing with, is getting over a lot of heartbreak. Also, it could have been heartbreak in this relationship. So maybe there was like a harsh ending. There was some hurt feelings involved. You had a new beginning. You're getting out of that energy, and now you're just focused on your money mostly. Queen of Daggers. So you definitely were in an energy of having to cut people off, or, you know, you're currently setting boundaries, cutting people off. King of Daggers. So again, mirrored energy. So we now have 2 sets of counterparts that came out. So yeah, again, mirrored energy, and they came out back to back. So you and your counterpart are both at a point where you are focused on your money, focused on setting boundaries and cutting out the people that no longer belong in your life. So you're seeing through people's nonsense. That too could be the grief and the heartbreak. Maybe you had to end like long-term friendships. Maybe people are like, maybe you're finally seeing like people's true colors. So that too could have been harsh endings. Like you had to cut out long-term friendships or something. Maybe there's been like a lot of animosity. Then Knight of Daggers. So this is like a quick, this is a quick energy coming through with clarity. Maybe somebody's about to gain like quick clarity on a situation. Quick communication. Maybe somebody's gonna like be visiting you, or you're visiting somebody. Okay, so now we have 9 of Chilies. I don't know if I showed it. 9 of Chilies, so let's see. And then 5 of Daggers. So that is an energy of like, there's a lot of like self-blaming going on here. So you or your counterpart, or both of you, maybe in an energy of kind of a self-sabotage type of energy. So perhaps the 2 of you need to, maybe you need to learn that that's what you're doing, that maybe there's too much pressure on a situation, and it doesn't really need to be so much pressure going on, because you're just overwhelming yourselves and you're blaming yourselves and having like self-sabotaging tendencies, but there's 100% mirroring going on here. So That's the other thing too. If you're on a counterpart journey and you are mirroring each other like that, you need to realize that whatever energy you're in, your counterpart is also in. So it's really important to keep your mindset like as positive as possible in hopes that your counterpart will also be mirroring that. I'm going to pull a woodland warden to see what type of energy comes out. That flew out. The vulture. So this is the upheaval. So this is like, this is the, similar to like the tower in traditional tarot. Also, vultures are very like ending and new beginning type of energy as well. The trauma has occurred and you need time to grieve. Cleanse your wounds carefully before attempting to move on. So yeah, that's very Three of Swords. So yeah, there was grief and trauma. So there's a lot of healing that is necessary right now. So whether that be, maybe you need to heal, you know, the self-sabotaging tendency, or maybe you or your counterpart has like a lot of avoidant tendencies that need to be healed out. You know, maybe just acknowledge that that's what you do. It says they'll be back though. Expect to hear from them soon. So if you're in a separation with a counterpart right now, it doesn't seem like it'll be for long. And this is like the message coming in as well. So, you know, that could be very like Knight of Swords, or the pages with the messages. It says moving. There's a change of residence, moving in with your partner on the horizon. So you or, you know, maybe you and your counterpart are going to move in together. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. So it seems like you're manifesting each other or a situation anyway. So maybe that is what you're manifesting, a move. And it says confession. Someone has to tell you something. So it does seem like you're going to get a love confession in the future. You're manifesting communication, and you're manifesting getting back with your counterpart. I'm going to pull some of these for anyone that is in separation right now. Guidance from above. So you have willingness to be open of the connection, brings graceful understanding and enhances your presence. Clarity arrives when you allow yourself to be receptive. I let fictional tales blind my reality, allowing them to dictate my emotions. I now realize stories I consumed were meant to guide, not control. And this is number 32. So owls could be significant. Also, there's like a book here. Honestly, this gives me like Harry Potter vibes too. Maybe somebody's into Harry Potter. So that could be, even though that's a horned owl and not a snow owl, I mean, that's still, maybe somebody's into Harry Potter. Okay, then we got independence. Realizing the need for change and striving for karmic justice. The path of solitude reveals truth unseen in the company of others. The walls built for protection now isolate, blurring the lines between independence and loneliness. Our different visions caused a rift, leaving me feeling misunderstood in my pursuit of independence. And this is number 7, which also is very, you know, godly number. So it says that you are getting guidance from above. Condemnation. Public scrutiny causes you to question your worth and motives. Facing public opinion challenges your resilience and resolve. Even when the world seems against you, find strength in knowing your true self. Stay strong and know you're not alone. This is number 47. So maybe there was like a lot of judgments around this connection. Maybe there was a lot of outside judgments, maybe for whatever reason, people didn't want you to come into connection with your counterpart. I am going to pull an inner child oracle, see what comes out here. Ooh. Listen, your inner child has something to say. All right, let's see what that says in the book. This is number 25. So maybe February 5th is significant. Maybe somebody is 25. It says our inner child is comprised of the many different aspects of childhood we experienced growing up. There is a 1-year-old inner child, a 10-year-old inner child, an 18-year-old inner child, and an inner child for every age in between. At various times in our lives, different aspects of our inner child will need to be heard. This card indicates that an aspect of your inner child, one you may have not met with yet, has a message for you. All right. So yeah, it looks like maybe doing some meditative work, getting in touch with your inner child, figuring out maybe why you behave the way you do, could be significant for this. I'm going to pull a Britney Spears oracle. The strong woman. So this is exactly what it sounds like. Britney Spears wants you to be strong, have strength, especially if you are in a counterpart journey, twin flame journey, a lot of strength because, you know, from what I've heard, it's a large journey of separation. So it could be many years of being separated with your counterpart. I'm going to pull some zodiac charms and initial charms to further confirm that this may be your story. We have Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancer, the letter Z, the letter W, the letter Q, the letter A, and the letter Y. Bye. Hope this helped.